Hey guys, it's Reba. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. If you're new here, I talk about books and reading and libraries. This week I'm making a vlog. I wanted to make a video. I wanted to put something out on Reba Reads before the end of the year, but the two videos that I am in the background working on are big in scope, as in they take longer to compile. And basically, I need to finish reading some books before I'm able to make those videos. So the first video will be, well, actually, I don't know what order they'll come out in. Likely, the first video that you'll see will be my Reba Wrapped 2024. I did this for 2023. It's just going to be a video about my favorite movies, music, TV, podcasts, and of course, books of the year. So I'll make that and release it in early January. The other video I need to make will be about New Weird. It will be probably my final New Weird part 3 video, and it's all going to be about the Southern Reach trilogy, which is now whatever a 4-book series is called. The final book came out in October, I believe, Absolution. So I need to finish reading those books. I just got my copy of Absolution this weekend. So I have to finish compiling notes for the first 2 books in the series that I read earlier this year and read the next 2 before I'm able to finally put together that video. This video has been a long time in the making. I've been spreading out the reading of the series, and I definitely wanted to include the newest book so that it feels complete. But that video will come out when I feel good about the content, when I'm done reading it, and I feel like what I have to say is worth you hearing. So in the meantime, I thought I would make a cozy little week in my life vlog for this first week of December. So I'm starting on Monday, December 2nd. I'm going to film over the next couple of days. I'm going to kind of do traditional vlog style, where I'll pop in and I'll talk to you as like the days go by. I usually don't do my vlogs this way. Usually I like have all the footage up front and then just like chat afterwards. But I thought it would be nice to try doing the vlog this way. It's a pretty cute, quiet week. Nothing too crazy. I think we're just gonna have a nice little first week of December. We're coming off of a Thanksgiving weekend, which was really nice. We stayed here in New York, so we didn't have to travel or do any big plans. We had a Friendsgiving the weekend before with some friends in Williamsburg, and it was lovely. We instead of making traditional Thanksgiving food, we did all Japanese food, and it was so yummy. It was really incredible. And then on actual Thanksgiving Day, Jaden and I just had dinner at an Irish restaurant nearby. A cute little quiet, intimate little Thanksgiving, and it was lovely. And we've just been relaxing and walking around. We went to a Christmas market. We went just to some local shops and just some other Christmas shopping this weekend. We saw Wicked, just like it seems like everybody else. And that was really fun. I love going to the movie theaters around Christmas and Thanksgiving. That just feels very like a cozy tradition, going to the movies. What else? We watched Elf. Yeah, we had a very cute Thanksgiving weekend. Now it's like actually December. I have a Christmas tree, but I don't think we decided it's gonna be too big for the apartment. We don't have like the right space for it. So instead, I have some Christmas lights, like those old-fashioned colored Christmas lights. I think maybe we'll put around a doorway. Let's see. I am gonna do some sort of cardio today. I'm trying to do two cardio sessions a week, whether that's running or cycling. We have a Peloton squeezed into the room behind me, and then I might do that today because it's so cold. I feel like two videos ago I was complaining about the heat, and now it's cold and it's winter, and I need to wash my hair. You're only seeing like you're seeing some of the nastiness, but you're not seeing the greasiness. So I will be washing my hair. I have therapy. I have a video appointment therapy this afternoon, and then we'll put up lights later. So that's kind of my day. Oh, I do need to take photos of my November reading, my November books, and finish writing my book reviews. So I'll work on that today because I need to return a book to the library. And yeah, so I need to put up my book reviews this week. I've been keeping up putting my book reviews up on Instagram. That's where my book reviews have been most consistent this year. But I do need to update my Goodreads. But maybe I'll do that this week. Last month, I did a lot of reading. I did quite a few audiobooks. But my focus last month was writing. I think I've mentioned on here before, I've been trying to write more. I want to be a more skillful writer. I don't know what that looks like for me. I don't know if I'll ever publish anything or do anything with it beyond writing for myself. But it's become really important to me to write. And I've been really enjoying the process of learning to write and trying to discover what my voice is, and it's been really cool to write this year. So I've been focusing on that. In an attempt to become a better writer, I thought I would challenge myself to participate in NaNoWriMo, which is an online organization that hosts a November month-long challenge to encourage people to try to write a novel or of something, write something consistently for the month. The main goal is to write 50,000 words in a month, and I think that breaks down to about 1,600 words a day, somewhere around there. I've never written that much in my life. I don't know what that looks like. And so I thought I would participate and just try to write every single day, make sure I do it, squeeze it in, even if by the end of the day I am tired and I can only write for like 20 minutes or something like that. And I did it. I wrote every single day in November. I did not hit 50,000 words. Some days all I had in me were a couple hundred words. I got over halfway. I was almost at, I wrote over 25,000 words in November, which I was proud. I didn't know how much I could write. And some days I really enjoyed writing. Some days it started out hard. That was a interesting creative challenge, to not just wait until you had something to write. It's like some days I sat down. It's like, I don't know what I'm writing, so maybe I'll just start writing, and then something will come of it. I'm sure most of it's not very good, but it's there, and I have something. I had an idea for a book, a story. I planned out an outline, and I worked on characters and building what I could. All of this is new to me, so it's all me just pretending to be a writer, by doing what I think a writer would do when they're planning a book. So I put together my outline. I put together some characters and did some little writing beforehand, just trying out some scenes or some ideas. But then on November 1st, I just jumped in from the start, and I've been using the outline as a guide, but also just playing. And my whole intention behind the month was to just produce words and not worry about if they're good or the sentences are perfect, or not worrying about any of that. Because if I didn't, I don't think I could really move forward. I'm trying to break some perfectionism habits and tendencies I have. And so this month was really cool to just be like, it doesn't have to be good. No one's going to read this. Nobody has to critique or judge what this is. This is a first draft of, who knows, maybe I'll keep drafting it and make it better and better if I still am excited about it. But it's for me. It doesn't have to be perfect. And yeah, that really was a cool exercise for someone like me who doesn't like to do things if she can't do them perfectly. I really enjoyed it. Maybe I'll do it again next year. I do like the process. I do want to continue as I work on that project. I do like tracking the word count, and I think that was really fascinating to see the word count grow and what my averages were, and I liked that. So I think I will continue tracking the word count, although I don't need to be so intense about writing every single day, especially with traveling and things coming up at the end of the year. But I would like to continue with the project, and there's some other things I want to work on too. Okay, I really should move on with my day, but I will let you know my reading update. I've been reading this nonfiction book that I started in November. It's called Rivermouth, A Chronicle of Language, Faith, and Migration by Alejandra Oliva. Here we go. I have a lot of interest in the American immigration system and its problems, and this is centered on immigration system, but through themes of language, faith, and migration. So it's a little more narrative, I guess a narrative style nonfiction. The author is a translator and has done a lot of translation work for people trying to go through the immigration process, the asylum seeking process from the Mexican-American border. And a lot of that work has been translation work, has been holding people's stories of the most terrible, tragic, horrifying days of their lives. And also just seeing how the system works. So it's a harrowing and meditative piece. I've really been enjoying her thoughts on not only the immigration system, but translation and her own privilege and experience in this story overall, this immigration story. If you want a good, probably a better, than what I'm giving, a better introduction to that book, there is a You're Wrong About episode, You're Wrong About podcast, one of my favorites, where the author is a guest on the episode, and they discuss the book and kind of the history of immigration, and so in the US. And so, yeah, I think I'll link that below if you want to listen to that podcast. And if you have any interest in this book, I think it is a really fascinating and enjoyable read as far as the writing goes. And for me, the topic is always fascinating. That seems good for now. I'll check in with you later, maybe later today or tomorrow. I don't know how to like sign off on these little short chats, but I guess I'll see you later. I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. I'll catch you up from yesterday. I took photos of my books for November, the physical books that I read. I need to finish writing reviews today for them so I can post those on my Instagram. I really need to update my Goodreads. My Goodreads reviews, I put the same reviews in both Instagram and Goodreads. But I have to copy them over. Yesterday, I also had my therapy appointment, which went great. I love my new therapist. And we had dinner, and we didn't end up we were going to put up Christmas lights last night, but we realized we didn't have the right little, like the command strip little tabs that have we didn't have the right hanging equipment, let's say, for the Christmas lights. We're going to do that later this week. But yeah, we just had a nice chill Monday night. And then today, got up early, went to the gym. And then I've just been home. I had breakfast. I did some reading. I got ready, took Halen out for a big walk. And now I need to just clean up the kitchen a bit and just do some house tidying, and then I'm gonna go grab some lunch and I'm gonna go work from the library for a bit today. At the library, I'm going to work on finishing up the book reviews for November, writing those, and I'm gonna work on compiling some notes for the first couple of books in the Southern Reach trilogy. So I need to work on that. Later tonight, I'm just going to be home and having dinner here. I'll probably just have leftovers. I have a FaceTime call with my friend Katie. We do pretty much weekly movie nights, but we get on FaceTime with each other because we don't live in the same place. And then we just watch a movie at the same time. And tonight we're kind of starting our winter movie series. I chose the movie this week. We're going to watch the original Pink Panther. I think it came out in the 60s. Let me look it up. Yeah, the Pink Panther, 1963. I've actually seen this movie before, but I was really young. I don't remember the plot or much about it except for that it's set this ski chalet and everyone's wearing sweaters and fur hats and it's very glamorous winter après-ski glam. So I'm excited to rewatch that. In other news, I read more of Rivermouth this morning, but I'm going to talk about it probably later in the vlog so I can get going with my day. So I'm going to go clean up my kitchen and then go grab lunch and go to the library. Hey guys, it's the end of the day on Tuesday. I just got home from the library and took Halen out. I made some tea and I'm gonna just kind of settle in for the evening. So I'm gonna reheat some chili that I made the other night and have that for dinner, and then I have my movie night with Katie. After that, Jaden has like an off-site this week for work, so he has like a team dinner and some other things this evening. I'm joining him on Thursday evening. They have like his office has a holiday party, so I'm gonna be joining him for that. But I think tonight and tomorrow I'm just like home or doing dinner and stuff by myself. So, what else? Yeah, I wanted to sit down and just close out today because one, I still have my like mic set up here, so I wanted to use that while I was out and then put it away. And also I just have a really busy day tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll have time to sit in front of the camera and chat, but I will try to take some footage. I just have to do laundry and I have a doctor's appointment, need to run some errands. So it's kind of a runaround day tomorrow. But yeah, just wanted to chat before I kind of close out Tuesday. And yeah, I guess maybe just talk about Rivermouth a little bit more. I just wanted to talk about my reading process so far, or my reading experience with Rivermouth, just in case some of you all are interested in the book and want to hear about it. But I've been really enjoying it so far. The first section was primarily, the whole book is about immigration, and through the lens of translation, basically. The author was a translator for people seeking asylum in the U.S., crossing the Mexico and U.S. border. She acted as a translator from them, but she also sees herself as a translator for the reader, basically, of the stories of the people she helped as a translator, which I found was an interesting lens to discuss this like complicated and difficult system. I like in her intro, I'm going to read a little part that I thought was pretty thoughtful, and it was helpful in reading it as I began to read this book. But she said, "This book is unapologetically bilingual. It is written for an audience of largely English speakers because that is where the power and the fault in much of our immigration system lies. If you are a monolingual English speaker, you may come across longer sections of untranslated, unexplained Spanish than you're used to. That doesn't mean this book isn't for you. It is. But it does mean I'm trusting you to figure it out, the same way so many immigrants do with English." I think that's a pretty smart device that she uses in the book. She does leave a lot of conversations that she would have had sitting down with people, going through the asylum seeking process and going over immigration documentation. She leaves in some of those conversations completely in Spanish or as a dialogue between herself, a Spanish speaker, and another volunteer that's maybe only English speaking. So as a reader, you're parsing out maybe the little bit of Spanish that like I know, I can like recognize a few words, and then I'm putting together the story and hearing her reading her translation to a volunteer, but knowing that there's still probably a missing piece because I don't know Spanish. She divides the book into 3 parts. part 1 focuses on border crossing and the metaphor of a river as the Rio Grande, the Styx, the river of meanings translators are said to bridge in their work. The second part of the book is called Sobremesa, and she sets this second part of the book around a table. So she talks about her family dinner table. She talks about what it's like to sit at a table with people filling out asylum applications, and also an imaginary table of everyone who has contributed to the translation of that application. I'm only just at the beginning of part 2, but she's already digging into some things that have happened historically, some events that the U.S. has been involved in some of these countries that people are now fleeing from, and kind of the seeds of some of the corruption and disparity that can be traced back to U.S. involvement. The way she weaves in translation in this section, I found interesting. I'm going to read a little part I read this morning. She references a book called This Little Art by Kate Briggs. And I gather that the book is about translation or the task of translating. She references Briggs comparing translation to a table. And then she says, a table, of course, makes its own community by being a gathering place of basic necessity. It is the surface that undergirds the meal and everything else that flowers from it. In making a translation, like in making a table, you recreate a blank surface that draws people around it, allows for places to be set, for meals to be made and served, for sobremesa to extend its warm glow late into the evening. A translation not only makes the table, but puts extra leaves in, lays out a few extra places for whoever drops in. I really like that. I don't know, thinking of translation as adding leaves to a table so that more people can sit and have the conversation. I really, really liked that. So anyway, great book so far. Quite somber reading, but I think it's important reading. And yeah, happy to be reading it now. So I'm also listening to On Writing by Stephen King. I'm listening to that on audiobook, and that's been like really fun. Been listening to that as I walk and take Halen out. Yeah, I'm kind of just like fascinated on the like technique and skill of writing obviously right now. So I know that's like a foundational book that a lot of people say is good, whether or not you like love Stephen King as a writer. I think people just think it's a good like foundational book, I guess. So listening to that, and I actually am enjoying it so far. I mean, it's giving me a lot to think about, just like the actual process of writing and what it feels like to think about all of the things that you have to: style, voice, grammar, structure. So it's an interesting book with a lot of his thoughts on it that just are good to think about. But okay, I think that's it. I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to drink my tea, maybe get into some more cozy attire. And yeah, go on with my evening. But I'll talk to you, if not tomorrow, Thursday, and enjoy the rest of the vlog. Hey guys, it's Thursday. Checking in. Sorry if the lighting is weird. It's like a cloudy day and I don't have good light in this apartment on a good sunny day. So I can already see the sunshine moving in and out. Regardless, I'm just gonna do a quick little check-in as we're continuing through the week. Yesterday was just kind of a busy day, and I didn't want to take time to set up any my mic or do any chatting in front of the camera. So I just did whatever I needed to yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment and I did a lot of walking and listening to the Stephen King audiobook while I walked. So I got through a lot of that yesterday. Big laundry day. Wednesdays are my laundry day. So I did the bedding and all of our other laundry. Got that done, which always feels nice. And then Jaden and I had takeout last night. We had pho, which is like my go-to takeout. Today, so far, it's been a bit, it was a sleepy morning. I didn't sleep well last night. Neither did Jaden. So we just slept in this morning instead of going to the gym. This is what we needed. But I slept late and I had such a difficult time waking up. But I got up, we went and got coffee, and then I went to I had some grocery shopping to do. I bought some fresh flowers, set those up this morning, and just have, morning stuff, dishes, all that. But now I'm sitting down to get a bit of work done. I have the time today. I'm gonna finally get out my November book reviews. I'm going to keep working on prep for my new weird video that's gonna focus on the Southern Reach book series. And I'm going to maybe get some writing done, possibly if I have time. Gonna try to do some writing on that project from November. But yeah, it's all sounding very ambitious, listing all of those things out that I want to get done. But I have most of the afternoon to work on this, on these things, so we'll see. The only other thing I have later today is I am attending Jaden's office holiday party, so that should be fun. I get to meet all his coworkers and get free food and drinks, so I'm not complaining about that. It should be really fun. That's about it for today. That'll do for my update, and I'll probably check in with you again tomorrow, which will be Friday. So I'm not sure what I'll be up to yet, but I'll take you along, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's the last day I'm probably gonna vlog, and I think you can probably tell in my voice that we stayed up too late last night and I was like shout speaking to everybody at the party because there was like loud music. That's where this like low gravelly tone is coming from. So that's cute. And yeah, it's Friday. I've been so like distracted and unmotivated today. Which is fine. I have a feeling about that. Yeah, just like unfocused and distracted, but like I want to do things. So So, I don't know. I just wanted to come and do like one last little chat in front of the camera to kind of close out this vlog for the rest of the day. I think what I'd like to do, maybe I should get out. I can get my calendar out and make a to-do list. Maybe that will help me. It's just one of those days, you know? I did get my November book reviews done yesterday. Um, they are on my Instagram now. That feels good. I did that yesterday. And then I did get some writing done, but I didn't end up doing any work on the new weird. I just didn't have time for that. But yeah, today I think I would feel good if I just did some writing and worked on that new weird prep. I think that would feel nice to get some of that done. But then tonight should be fun. Jaden and I are going to do hang up Christmas lights, attempt to hang up Christmas lights, and we're going to make cocktails and get takeout. Usually on Fridays, we end up doing, we do something called like Fun Cocktail Friday. So we make at home drinks and it's really fun. We're going to make martinis tonight and then we'll do takeout, which I don't know what we're going to do. I have a suspicion we'll get this this one restaurant that does really good rotisserie chicken because it's kind of our like, it always sounds good. I just need to go pick up some point today some hooks or like little things that can help us attach the lights around like the door frame. So I need to do that, and I need to get a hook to hang my little wreath on our door. So yeah, we're gonna make things all Christmassy and cute and just have like a cute at-home evening. It should be really nice. Because I think, yeah, I have plans, social plans tomorrow. And then we have plans during the day on Sunday. So it'll be nice to just like be home tonight, especially after like being very social last night. I had to meet a lot of people and like stayed up late talking and I don't know. I sound like old and tired, but like, yeah, it's like a lot. So it's nice to have little breaks in between social, expending social battery. I read a little bit this morning. Made coffee, cleaned up, made the bed. I haven't been completely useless, but also just been really like, I don't know, on my phone, and I actually feel like I'm like, oh, I should have been reading more. But it's okay. But thank you so much for joining me this week and coming along on this little December week in my life vlog. I had fun making this. This content's nice because it's relaxed enough, but it's fun to consider and think about what I want to share in the video and what little moments I find lovely and nice and want to share with you. So yeah, it's been a nice little week. Hopefully you enjoyed this little video as my end of the year gift to you while I work on some of my larger videos that will come out earlier next year. Thanks for watching my videos this year and interacting with the content I make. It always makes me happy to see people commenting and liking my videos. Make sure you get your library card if you don't already have one. See what your library needs in terms of donations or help. Reach out to your friends and family that might be feeling lonely this time of year. Be good. I don't know why I want to like just that's how I want to end, I guess. Let's just be good and kind, um, online and in real life. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in the new year in my next video. Bye.